So we just had dinner. So it's really nice to meet you, and I hope you guys see me later and subscribe to that video.
What is subscribe?
Yes.
You should subscribe.
Yes.
Okay, my daughter said you should subscribe, guys.
You should subscribe the video so you can text me.
So you can message her. Can you text, you know? Anyway, guys, I know you're not used to seeing us like this, but I thought we should vlog a little bit. This is my room. It's looking hella messy. I've got to clean it up. Not only that, there's some surprises coming too. I thought,
yeah,
I'll take you on this journey. It's like a 4-day journey. So this is day number 1.
Mommy said they're gonna, there's pets coming out tomorrow.
You told them the secret. What's happening?
So,
Do you know what pets we're getting?
yeah.
What pets are we getting?
Animals.
Yes, we're getting animals, guys. What type of animals?
A tiger.
A tiger? I think the tiger will eat you up and eat me. I got so much meat on me. It will be like having a feast, isn't it?
Will it be up outside?
Will it eat me up outside?
Yeah.
No, it'll eat me inside because you just said we're getting a pet tiger.
We're not getting a pet tiger.
No, we're not getting a pet tiger. What are we getting?
We're getting a hoodie.
A what? Do you remember? Okay, I don't remember. There's so many things I want to show you guys because so many things went wrong.
Yeah.
Show you all the ups and downs of us getting our new 2 pets.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna show them all the things that we got for our pets. Let's go. So put a little baby hand on the screen. Do all the YouTubers. Yeah. So this is Vivarium. It is a 55 gallon, which is, I think, 48, 24, 24. It's the biggest one for the adults that they say. They always recommend this size. This is it so far. It's literally bare bones, as you can see, and I'm about to show you everything that we're going to put in there. Obviously I'm not going to put on the basket light right now because he or she is not in here yet. Everything is on a timer. We're looking to do 8 to 8 because everybody will be up by then. All the kids will be up and stuff like that, so I didn't want to disturb anybody. Basically I'm going to say T'Challa is a dragon and I'm going to say Becky is a tortoise, so hopefully you'll get who's who. I didn't want to disturb Becky or the dragon's sleep cycle, and I also didn't want to disturb my children's sleep cycle either, so I wanted everybody to be up at the same time because, you know, there are little babies as well, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to put some stuff in here. There is some stuff that hasn't arrived yet because we wanted something bigger for T'Challa to be able to climb on. I found that I was looking at it and I was just like, we really don't have anything really big for T'Challa to climb over. We do have this massive log, but that's basically it because we got this as a kit. So some things we bought by ourselves and something came in a kit. So I will show you what I'm not really interested in with the kit. I think it's unnecessary. I think they need to be put in a lot more things that are going to be practical down the line when the bear the dragon gets bigger. So I will show you that in a minute. Yeah, so this is just the Vivarium. It's literally bare bones. I've just put up a little bit of the greenery because they dried quicker. I put this up here to check obviously the humidity and stuff like that. So this is just for the cool end. I'm going to be putting the thermostat in the middle, so this is just to make sure that the cool side is always going to be cool and make sure that it doesn't go up past where it's meant to be. So right now, as you can see, it's a little bit hot in the house. This is the reason why it's like this. When the thermostat gets connected tomorrow, we'll be able to control it a lot more better. Right now you can see everything on my bed. This is basically the bare bones of it. I'm going to show you what came with the kit. This is the other stuff that we've got and what we got with the kit. A lot more is coming, so I'm going to show you what we have so far for both of them. Becky's setup is already done. Everything is in there for him. We're going to show you that later on. With the kit itself, it came with this watering dish and then it came with this massive one as well. So they said this is one for the soaking, this is one for the eating, and then it came with this. So this is what I'm not too happy about because if you look at it, it's very flat here. It's like super flat here and then it's raised up here and it has this tiny little hole to get into, but the back is literally flat, guys. How long until T'Challa is going to be outgrowing this? I heard that bearded dragons, they grow really fast, so I don't understand why they would give this to you in a kit of this size, knowing full well that you've bought a kit for for the rest of your birdie's life, depending on how big they get. This is meant to be like 55 gallon is meant to be literally the one that you get forever, depending on the size, because we're not going to be housing any more bearded dragons. So I just don't understand why you wouldn't give something that's a little bit bigger, you know, because this is literally just going to be a basking spot after. There's not going to be no hidey hole. The bearded dragons, they're not going to be able to fit here because this is literally just flat to the ground. This bit is raised up. Eventually it's just not going to fit in here, and this hole to me just seems so small. I was just a little bit disappointed in this. I was just like, what was really the point of this, really and truly? It did come with a log as well. This log, we had to clean it, disinfect it, and then put it in the oven for some time so that it can really get disinfected the right way. And then we went and bought this ourselves. It is quite large, quite big, but again, it does not fit from one end to the other because the vivarium is so massive. So we're quite happy about this, but then again, we're very much like, this is the only really thing that it can climb on. So we're waiting for hammocks, we're waiting for this massive platform is coming as well. This also came. I thought to myself, what is the point of this? Then all the greenery that you saw in the vivarium already is what came as well, and then I went and bought a couple of the greenery as well because I didn't think it was enough. This was something that I had for my geckos. I used to fill it with moss and help them shed when they were able to go in there because they were quite small. Like, geckos are not big, so I had this anyway, and to be honest, I'm not going to use this because what am I using it for? It doesn't seem like you can use it for anything when it comes down to like bearded dragons, and to be honest, I just don't want to fill up the tank with unnecessary stuff. Like, I really want it to be something that's going to enrich the child's life and not just be a hindrance and give it less space. So this is just here to, I don't even know why that's here. This is another thing. I know it's kind of controversial because I heard that it can really get moldy and stuff like that, but to be honest with you, I am a clean freak when it comes down to certain things, especially when it comes down to pets and health and stuff, because we have children in here that are susceptible to certain skin conditions and stuff. So we really are on top of things when it comes down to that. So I wasn't really bothered by it. I must admit, at first I covered the whole vivarium in paper towels. As you can see there, like, let me zoom in, you can see like the mess. Before I made that decision, that was all the paper towels that was at the bottom of the vivarium, and I was just like, no girl, like, that's just too much. And I said to myself, this comes in a pack of 2. It's easy to just swap one out and clean it, and I will be doing that. At the moment I see any type of funkiness or mold or anything like that, no matter how much I clean it, because that's the thing, if you're gonna put this down and this is just gonna get moldy every single time something happens, then I will throw this away. There's no point. But if it's something like it only gets mold because people are being careless and not looking after their vivarium properly and not spot checking and not checking underneath this regularly, then obviously that's just people problem, not necessarily a carpet in the vivarium issue. You know what I'm saying? So I will be looking every single day. I will be spot checking, spot cleaning every single day, because that's what you're meant to do. There's no point in getting a pet if you're just not going to look after the pet. So I've got this as well. It did come with this, and I heard so many mixed things with this, with substrate in general, and it came with 2 massive 10 kg bags of this stuff. And I said to myself, even if I do end up using this, I will not be using this when T'Challa is very young. That's the reason why I went and bought the carpet. I don't know if putting this straight away is bad, but if you're gonna get substrate, I heard that this is the better one to get because it's been made for bearded dragons. So this is what I heard would be better. But again, there's so many mixed messages. A lot of people are saying, well, in the desert there is just sand, this is their natural habitat, this is what they are used to, etc, etc. And then you have the other people that says, you know, no, because impaction and stuff like that. So it did come with the kit. I did try and swap it out. They was like, no, we're not swapping it out. That's another stupid story, because when I asked for them to swap it out, because I said it's unnecessary, I am not going to use this regardless of what, they were just like, well, we pre-pack every kit, so we can't do that, but we'll see what we can do, we'll see if we can try. And then when they came with the kit, it didn't have 2 things, and I said, I thought this was pre-packaged. It didn't have the thermostat and it didn't have the sealant to seal all the little gaps in the vivarium. It was just a whole hoo-ha. Eventually, after a good month, They just told us straight that we're not getting you the thermostat. Here is a refund for the thermostat. And then that's what led to us going over and over again trying to find the right thermostat, and we had to send back 2 thermostats, and we finally got the right 2 thermostats that we love, one for T'Challa and one for Becky. It's been a nightmare. That's why we've waited as long as we have. I had the Virium a good 3 months ago, and it's been sitting down here gathering dust, so we've had to clean it so many times even though we didn't even have a pet in there. So this is basically what we have for the stuff in the Virium. And then, oh my god, this thing is so heavy. Can you imagine when it came? It's so heavy, and it came with 2, so 20 kg. And obviously because it's coronavirus and quarantine, they literally dumped that on our doorstep, and we had to struggle with that. We got some jelly pots, and no, I'm not going to be feeding this to T'Challa. This is for the insects. Some of the insects that we have, they say that this is really good for gut loading. Then we have seeds. The reason why we have seed, this is for Becky. We have grown our own plants and stuff for Becky. I'm going to show you that in a minute because they have grown so much, because as I said to you guys, we got everything set up for them and then everything kind of just went wrong. So the plants are doing really well. I'm going to show you those. They're literally growing like weeds, because obviously they are weeds, because if you didn't know, Tortoise loves them some weeds. This came with Becky's setup. So this is like a flower boost. It's like a supplement with petals and stuff like that. That is something that you put on top of there. This is for T'Challa. This one came for the cleaning of the Virium, and this one came for Becky. They don't have a Virium, they have a table, a tortoise table. So this is what we clean the tortoise table with. Then we have various supplements and vitamins. We have calcium dust. If you don't know, calcium dust is something that you put on the insects before you feed it to your bearded dragons, or you can gut load the hoppers or the dubia roaches. You can put it in their diet so that they have calcium in them as well before you feed them to your bearded dragon. Dragon fuel also came with T'Challa's setup. It's a supplement food. You literally sprinkled this on top of their greens and stuff like that, so they get their extra dietary supplements as well. And this one's made in the UK. And then this came calcium. I'm sure these 2 came with Becky's, and then for T'Challa came with this one. But to be honest, they're for reptiles. You can literally use both of them on both things, so it's not one for this and one for that. The only things that I would say not to swap over is like the dragon fuel, because that's obviously been made just for bearded dragons. This one is been made for tortoise, so I wouldn't obviously mix those up either. Then I went out and bought some bug gel. Bugs will drown if you put like water in their enclosures and stuff, so bug gel just ensures that they just don't drown themselves, but they still get hydration as well. So we went and got this, so they're gonna get this. We got oats coming as well for the gut loading and stuff. It's so hot in my house right now. I've had to turn off the fan because it's so loud you wouldn't be able to hear me. And excuse the crusty face, I'm so ill at the moment. I'm not really feeling myself. If you're scared, I get it, sweetie, I get it. This is all the stuff that we've got. I'm super excited. The more time that goes on, because today is what, Tuesday? It's Tuesday night right now, and they're coming on Thursday, and it's like, oh my god, it's just been a bit hectic in the house, you know what I mean? I have an operation coming up. The hospital's told us to fully quarantine before and after, so it's been really sad for the children because they just got back to being normal kids, going back to school, and now it's like I've had to tell the teachers and stuff like that and the school itself that actually they have to be off for a month, because that's what the hospital's saying. Because I'm living with them, it's a problem. They said that even if they were going work, if I was going work and stuff, I work from home, so fortunately I don't go out to go work. But even in the letter from the hospital, they said if you go work, you have to let your employer know the importance of quarantine and let them know that you cannot go to work. So it's crazy right now, and I just feel really sorry for them that they just got to see their friends. 6 months being off school, they've just got to see their friends, they're just getting back into some sort of normality, and then bam, because of quarantine, the hospitals are running this way. I just feel a little bit down about that. You know, I'm just trying to make it as fun as possible as I can, because even though they are quarantined, I can't really spend too much time with them. They can't come into my room. The amount of strict rules that the hospital has put in place because of the quarantine is so understandable. Do not get me wrong, I fully understand keeping everybody safe because coronavirus is no motherfucking joke. People are dying. It's a very serious thing and there is no cure right now, so I understand that. But it's like, it's so hard to tell your children to stay at home because of quarantine. It has nothing to do with them, and then you can't even come and spend time with me and have snuggles or kisses or stuff like that. So it's just a bit crazy, a little bit of a, not negative, but a little bit of a sad cloud in the house right now, so to speak. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I know it doesn't look like I've got enough stuff. I feel like I don't have enough stuff for the pets. I feel like that's maybe my anxiety, because I'm just like, they do have enough. They literally do have enough. So the bugs are coming the same day. We have locusts coming, we got dubia roaches coming, we got mealworms coming. We also have a different type, I think silent roaches are coming as well. They're all medium because we found out T'Challa is getting on with the size, so everything is medium. I did buy micro at first because they said that they cannot eat anything that's bigger than the width of their eyes. Any reputable place shouldn't sell any reptiles or any pet straight away. They should obviously wait weeks so that they know that they're healthy and they're up to date with all their immunizations and stuff like that. I was looking to still get a baby, but they were like, no, they're medium size. So they swapped all the food. They're so really nice. The place that we get into T'Challa from and Becky from, they rang us. They made sure that we had the right setup. They made sure that we had the right stuff for them. They made sure that we had the right supplements. They made sure that we knew what we were talking about, basically. Not only that, they checked the size of the food that we're getting. They checked everything, and they also said that they're swapping the food out because the food is just too small. So we're getting medium size worms, medium size roaches. Got these really long tongs as well, because just in case you don't want to be touching insects. I don't really mind touching insects like the worms and stuff like that, but just in case you didn't want to touch the locusts because they're very jumpy and stuff like that. So if you want to be more controlled, it is really good to just get like utensils that can help you out with the feeding process, or at least putting them in the aquarium or the cage or whatever. It helps that. Right now, as we are talking, we are waiting for 3 different enclosures for the roaches and just the insects in general. Becky's going to be in my office. There's a lot of cleaning to happen between now and then, so when you see us again, when I show you Becky, I think I'll do it in all-in-one video where we talk about how excited we are and stuff like that, and show you the stuff that we get, show you the setup, and I'm also going to show you when they arrive in one video. I hopefully it ain't gonna be that long. Hopefully I can cut it down so that you guys are not waiting around and stuff like that, because oh my god, I'm sweltering. I'm so hot. Obviously I'm not well. No, it's not coronavirus because I had to get tested. I have to get tested again. It's not that, it's just I think I've just been run down. I'm taking new medication and it basically gives you insomnia, and my body is just not coping well. I am stopping those tablets and I'm going through withdrawal. So this is why you see me sweating and I'm more hot. It is hot in the house and it is hot in London, but it's affecting me more because of my tablets. So this is why I just look so drained. Like, withdrawal, guys, is no joke. Anyway, enough about me and my depressing stuff. Let's get back onto more exciting things. I am now going to show you how I set up the vivarium.